Alright, this video is for, now we already did an install V3 video, you got rid of V2, we installed the build for V3 if you followed the other videos before this. So they'll all be in order on my YouTube page, so if you have any problems, any questions, you can look at my YouTube page. My name is Chris Montez. You can find out anything that you need to know, blah blah blah. Right now we're gonna do, let's say we're gonna go down to applications. Let me start from the beginning so there's no confusion. From home, I hit the home button, so I'm back at the beginning. I go over to settings, down to applications over here, and then down to install, manage installed applications. And I got NWI Firesticks V3 now. If you have 2.0, then revert back to a couple videos on how to install V3. Now, as you see, I don't have Mobdro or Terrarium or any of that shit on here because whatever, this is a brand new wipe. I wiped everything off so I can show everybody how to do everything. Once again, this is a 2014 November Fire Stick, the first Fire Stick ever fucking made, and it still works perfectly fine. So I'm going to go into NWI Fire Sticks and launch the application. It's already been launched, otherwise you'd get the launching screens and blah blah blah, but that's not the purpose of this video. Now if I went to update, you can hit NWI Firesticks or you can hit the word update, it doesn't matter. Now say we want to install Mobdro or Terrarium, or if you get Eternal TV for your live TV, that's what I suggest would be for good live TV. That's a great price. Whatever, because you know the live TV and the sports semi sucks on Kodi. It's nothing I can do about it, but there's cheap live TV for like $5. I'll show you live TV if you guys want. So APK installer, we're going to install Mobdro and we're going to install Terrarium. So we already installed V3, so let's install Mobdro. Now this Mobdro 2.1.4 down the road it might become out of date, but once you install this, Mobdro and Terrarium will eventually pop up and say, hey, there's an update available, would you like to install the update? And you hit OK, and then it installs the update. So if I put Mobdro 2.0.66 and you install that, then it would automatically update you to 2.1.4 or whatever the hell it is. So this is the newest version that's available right now on May 15th. Now, May 16th or 17th, they might do an update. Whatever. You click this one, install it, it'll update itself once you leave it open for long enough. But either way. So we're going to install Mobdro. Go to Mobdro. Yes, I would like to install it. So now it's downloading Mobdro, and then it's going to ask you to install Mobdro. So you go down to the bottom, go to install. Once it installs, I could hit open, but I'm going to install Terrarium as well at the same time, and then I'm going to sort the icons out for you so you guys can see how that is all done. So I'm done installing Mobdro, so I'm just going to hit done. If you wanted to watch Mobdro and you didn't want to install Terrarium, just hit open or whatever, it don't matter. We're done. So we're going to go to done. Now we're going to do the exact same thing, but we're going to install Terrarium. So I'm going to go over to Update. Once again, these videos are long, but I'm trying to be as informative as possible because I keep getting questions about the simplest things, and if I'm not dumbing it down as far as possible, then people don't understand it. So let's go to APK installer once again. I want to install Terrarium. Would you like to download and install? Yes. Now it's downloaded. Would you like to install it? Go down to the bottom and go yes, you want to install. Once this is done installing Terrarium, you need to install Yes Player, but usually right when you click a movie, and I'll show you in this video of how it forces you to download Yes Player, because if you download it from my APKs, I don't know, it's just going to make you get a newer version of the Yes Player, so I'm not even fucking with it anymore. Right when you click any movie or TV show in Terrarium, it automatically is just going to say, hey, you need to install Yes Player for this to work, and you click it, you'll see it when it happens. Alright, so done. Terrarium TV's done. There, it just tells you in the bottom corner that it's installed. You can launch it, but we're not going to do that right now. So you have your NWI firesticks still here, and now when you go down into your, I hit home button, and you go over here, see all. I'm going to show you this again, so don't worry. Just going to make sure they're in there. So I didn't open them, so sometimes it doesn't show them as apps. Okay, so there's my 3 apps right there. So I'm going to back out of there, and I'll show you how to move them to the front. So I'm going to hit the home button, kicks me over here. Now I go over to settings, go down to applications, go down to manage installed applications. And now you see Mobdro and Terrarium are both installed, and NWI Firesticks V3. So through all these videos, I showed you how to do everything that you need for a Fire Stick. Same thing, they work for the boxes, same way. This is, but I'm going to show you how to move the icons now to the front screen and how to install the Yes Player for Terrarium. So I'm going to hit the home button. And now I have nothing in my recents or you know, I want to move my apps to the front so I don't have to go all the way over here every time I want to move an app. So you go down to, you got your top up here, home, and you go down to your apps and channels. And then anything that says it's in the cloud, you can just click it and it'll download in the cloud. So let's go to see all. And then what I do is this is the last of my options that I use, so I'm going to move it to the front first. So I'm going to hit the 3-line button, move to front. Moves Terrarium to the front. Hit the 3, I'm going to go to Mobdro, hit the 3-line button, move to front. Now it moves Mobdro right in front of Terrarium. I'm going to go to NWI Firesticks, hit the 3-line button and move to the front. Now anything else you want to move, say if I wanted to move like whatever, Fibbage, you can hit the 3-line button and you can just hit move, and then you can drag it to where you would like to move it. I'm going to say if I had Netflix and I wanted to drop it there and leave Netflix there, or if I wanted to move Netflix, hit the 3-line button and you can move it wherever you want. Now when I hit the home button, whatever, I have my 3 applications right here. NWI Firesticks, and then you got that. Hit the home button, and then let's say Mobjo. In order to go into Mobjo, you're going to have to accept or agree to their whatever, to their license agreement, whatever, just hit agree. And then you have Mobjo. You guys all know how to use Mobjo if you guys have been here and done a tutorial with me or whatever. If you don't know how to use it, it's fucking simple. If there was a new version of Mobjo that was out, if I let it sit here for long enough, it'll say, hey, there's a new version available, like your phone does. And it says, and then you would like to install this new version, okay, continue, and you install it. If you want to check for updates, like you feel like it's not updating or something like that, you can go down into the black bar right here and go all the way to the right to About. And then you can go in here and check for updates. Like I said, this video is going to be long as shit. It shouldn't be a new update, but you never know what happens within the next hour, you know. See, there's already an update. So good, now you can see they fixed some kind of fucking crashes. So even though 2.14 was or 2.1.4 was working last night or an hour ago when I made this fucking update, it's already changed to 1.5. So I'm gonna hit OK, continue, and then I'm gonna install. All my devices that I'm currently using myself have 2.1.4 because I haven't used Mobjo in the past hour, and within the past hour they made an update. So it just so happens that when I updated my website to 2.1.4 an hour ago, then within that time they already moved up to 2.1.5. So if you see, it's impossible for me to sit there and keep updating my website just so you can just do exactly what I'm doing, as opposed to me going to my website, going to their website, downloading their shit, then going to my website, uploading their shit, when you just already have the stuff where you can, it automatically updates for you. So now the app's installed. I'm gonna hit open just so it opens. And now whatever updates they change in here, if I go over to About, now you have 2.1.5. So that's how you do Mobjo. Now I'm going to hit the home button and kick out of there. And now you'll start seeing them in the recents right here. There's NWI Firesticks, there's and Mobjo. We're going to go over here to Terrarium. This will be the first opening of Terrarium, so they'll ask you a few questions, user agreements and shit like that, disclaimers. Normally I just fly through this shit, but I'm waiting for it to load all its stuff so you can see what it does. So I would already hit OK right now because I don't care what the changelog says. So basically version 1.9.9, they added more Google links and faster servers and blah blah blah, new hosts and shit like that. So I'm going to hit OK. And then I want to choose my default player as Yes Player because it's recommended with less video ads. So yeah, we'll choose that anyways. If you had VLC or MX Player, which you can install MX Player and shit from my APK installer, but they recommend this. So let's just say we're going to choose Yes Player. I don't use Terrarium. So I choose Yes Player, and this is their privacy policy, blah blah blah, saying that blah blah blah, whatever. You know, so you accept it. If you decline it, you won't be able to use the app. Now, we'll just go to Silicon Valley because I want to install the Yes Player because it's not installed. It tells you about the show. You can go over here into the season. I'm just going to pick a random season 3. It doesn't matter what you pick. Anything. These will tell you to hold the long press the center button and it'll play the show. So I'm going to say, okay, don't show me again. Okay. I'm just going to pick episode 4. I'm going to hold down the center button. And then it's going to do this. Tells you some shit. For videos keep buffering. You can read through all that stuff if you want. I'm going to hit don't show me again and got it. Now it's going to start throwing up links. I don't care what link. The longer you wait, the better the links are coming out. But I'm not trying to give you a tutorial on Terrarium. You guys can figure that out, and if you guys have met with me and done firesticks with me, you already know. The longer you wait, the better the links are going to pop up. So I'm just going to click open load, yes, movies, whatever. You can play it, or you can play it with subtitles. Don't download it because it's a 5 GB firestick. You ain't going to do much shit with it. So as you see in the background, it's already popped up other links that are keep popping up. So the longer you wait, the better your links you're going to get, but I'm just doing this for install Yes Player. So we're going to hit play. And since the Yes Player is not installed, so I'm going to go over here and install it. Now it's going to download Yes Player, as we went through multiple videos of how to download and install. Go down to install here. Alright, now that it's installed, you don't need to open it because you're just using it. It's just like a Windows Media Player. That's all it is. So we're going to hit done. Now once that's installed, I can do whatever I want on Terrarium and I won't have to install that player. Maybe down the road it might ask you to update, then you update. So we're just going to click I'm still in Silicon Valley, blah blah blah. When it gives that big ass circle around there that you can switch to another video player, we're just going to hit the back button and it kicks you off that. So I'm going to go over to whatever, this 319 megabyte open load copy. Click it, play it. Now it doesn't ask me to install the player because the player is already installed. And the volume's turned down on my TV, so I'm not even going to care about that. So I'm just going to hit the home button and kick out of there. So now you guys got the gist of how to install all those applications, how to move them to the front. You'll know that these two will update themselves, and that's basically the gist of that.